Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. We have a little showers here in Chicago this morning. Over the weekend, you had rain pretty much across most of the central and eastern Midwest. Overnight, you've got prices higher, led by wheat and corn. I think the market is trying to digest all this wet weather and what it means for final planted acres and final yields. The weekend precip maps for the next 5 to 7 days gradually change. For the entire Midwest, it's not quite as wet as what we've seen in the last, let's say, 2 weeks, but the center of the heaviest rains continues to be across Missouri, southern Illinois, and southern Indiana, which is the wettest areas. So the good news is the rest of the Midwest is not quite as wet. The bad news is the wet areas are actually wetter. So I think that's giving some strength to the wheat market because concerned about U.S. soft-red runner wheat quality and some more short covering in the corn market. We saw Friday's commitments to traders report show that actually the funds are now long beans. They also still have short positions in corn and wheat, and they may be covering that as we are near month end and tomorrow's USDA acreage and stocks report. Outside markets are all abuzz because of the Greek collapse and shutting down of banks. You're going to have the stock market open up lower. You're going to have the U.S. dollar trading higher, and we'll see what kind of impact that has on the financial markets. A lot of people feel that this is kind of expected, and the initial reaction will be negative to the financial markets, and then hopefully the markets will move forward from this. All this, as far as grains are concerned, we're trying to figure out what the final yield is going to be because of all this wet weather. 2011, 1993, prices continued to move higher as the weather continued to lower acres and lowered yield. Farmers have been massive sellers of corn. Open interest took a huge drop on Friday. Corn, soybeans, soya meal, and wheat. And as I mentioned, funds are still short corn and wheat, but now are long soybeans. So we'll see what the government has to say tomorrow. What we're looking at is the soybean stocks more important to see if they're where the average trade guess is, lower, higher. The one thing that we do note is that soybean rally here is price beans out of the United States, out of the world market. So South America is cheaper right now. That could offer some resistance above the market. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.